Good morning. The time is 9:05 a.m. The date is the 23rd of September 2019. The day is Monday. In Hebrew, Iconology T993. If the soul is born to a male vessel, it's called Kojo. If born to a female vessel, it's called Adowa. The characteristics that live within these two souls, or this one soul, which splits into both, is said to be Bajo. Bajo is translated as the calm and peaceful child, the calm and peaceful seed. I want to tell you about something. You see me, yeah? Some things are planned in life, and some things you can't plan. But when you can't plan some things, listen carefully. When you can't plan them, but they end up, lined up as if it was planned, and then you get to the conclusion, not planned by you, but you get to a conclusion, and you realize that there's been a chain link, of events in your life that you didn't plan, but it can't be an accident. It can't be an accident. So watch this. When I was younger, I didn't like going to school, but I was still enrolled into a school, and get this, I was enrolled into a school very late, because my life was messed up a bit when I was really young. My parents couldn't stay still, they were on the run, so I didn't go to school until, get this, they're on the run, and then eventually when they managed to, find safety and everything, they gave me and my little sister to someone to look after us, but the person didn't put us in school, even though my parents were giving the person enough money to put us in school. So this time now I'm approaching 6, I'm still not in school, and then at the age of 6, I'm taken over by another family, my sister's murdered, and then this family enrolled me into a school. But this family, they understood it was a Muslim family in Medina, and they became my family. I think they had understood what my life had gone through, and my grandma, she wanted my life to be easy. So if I say I wasn't going to school, I wasn't going to school. So I was enrolled into a school, and I paid school fees and everything, but I hardly ever turned up. But this school's name was called, Prince of Peace. I want you to understand this, Listen to the names of my education, the names of the places, I visited for education, or the most significant ones in my life, watch. Prince of Peace Academy, 1, and then, I went to Saint Thomas the Apostle, 2, and then I went to Christ the King, 3, and then after that, I went to Hackney Community College. I went downgrade, I'm only lying, it's brilliant, I went Hackney Community College, and then I went to the University of Portsmouth, okay, watch this, watch this. Bajo, the child of peace, went to Prince of Peace Academy. And then I went to St. Thomas the Apostle. And then I went to Christ the King. And I'm going to be honest with you, my fondest memories, yeah, come from Prince of Peace Academy, St. Thomas the Apostle, Christ the King, and get this, Portsmouth University. Why not Hackney University? The setting, yeah, where it is placed, yeah. Not only that, it's placed in a brilliant spot, but the environment created socially, yeah, it's not the safest place. Yeah, it's a beautiful campus. So beautiful. It should be open, but it's not open. It's closed because they were fully aware of the neighborhood they were putting the college in. They were fully aware of the that they've deprived the area. Yeah, so even students normally have mobile phones and things like that. It becomes a dangerous area. You understand what I'm saying? They knew that, so it wasn't fun. Yeah, but get this. The whole idea of education, yeah, I believe, yeah, it's not for you to go through education, finish, and then that's it. Yeah, have you noticed that the only people that get to go back to education or get to go back to the schools or get to be welcomed back, yeah, are the people, listen, are the people who are spoken of, like been heard of, yeah. Oh my God. Now, I'll give you an example. When I was in school, yeah, we had a gentleman, yeah, in my year, yeah. I love him. He's my friend, yeah. We've had a few fights, but get this, yeah, because he was a bully. He used to bully my friend Chris, punch him in the eye and everything, yeah. This yo always has a habit of. Hold on. I'll call her back. Good man. Yeah, so get this, yeah. Where was I? Yeah. So you meant the idea is, yeah. Oh yeah, and get this. So he became a footballer, yeah, and he played for a few. I was meant to become a footballer. I was the best keeper. Yeah, I was short, but I was doing good. But African parents, innit? You're going to be a lawyer or a doctor. Yeah. So get this now, yeah. This guy became a footballer and he played for Nigeria. His name is Dixon Atuhu. Yeah, Dixon Atuhu. That's my classmate. Yeah, and my fighting partner. Yeah, well, my fighting opponent. Yeah. So get this now. He, I'm sure, yeah, has had the opportunity if he had wanted to. If he hasn't done already, has had the opportunity and could have had the opportunity to go back to St. Thomas the Apostle where me and him went, yeah, and address the students and inspire the students. Why? Because get this, the students, yeah, can verify on Facebook, on YouTube, on something that, you know what, he came to this school and this is what's become of him. Boom. But the point is there, did that become of him because he went to that school? That's the question. Dixon the two, yeah, is tall, yeah, naturally built, tall Nigerian, yeah. He's not lanky. He's fitted. You understand what I'm saying? He's got stamina. Yeah. And the honest truth is this. Yeah. Listen, I as a kid, yeah, used to play football with Dixon Atuhu. But Dixon Atuhu, yeah, was a player. I was a keeper. You see, keepers, yeah. If coaches, yeah, would automatically, yeah, make their advisors, yeah, keepers, yeah, they'll win. I'll tell you why. You see Dixon Atuhu, yeah, he was not a scorer from day one, yeah. Why? He's not technical, yeah. But put him in center midfield or defense, yeah, and you got your man. He has the strength, Yeah, he has the power. Yeah, to you understand what I'm saying? To stop them. He doesn't have a lot of pace. Why? When at school, when we went sprinting, when we went running, he didn't really get involved in the running games. He knew his strength. He's not a sprinter. Yeah, Marco Warner. Yeah, and who else? Marco Warner and someone else. Yeah, the fastest. But they weren't the best footballers. But Dixon wasn't the best footballer, but defense and center midfield, we were good. Even when he gets the ball, he's a bit heavy-handed on the ball. Yeah, but that was something a good team could straighten out. You see what I mean? But as a keeper, I knew which one of my players was letting me down. And I knew which forwards, on the opposition were more dangerous. And I knew if my defenders, poised to, take the balls, were doing their job or not. Because as a keeper, listen, the best game a keeper can have, is to take free kicks sometimes, to take just to take the balls and put them in, but never to ever actually have to catch the ball. So the ball's coming, defender puts it out. The ball's coming, defender headers it back nicely, talks first, headers it back, keeper catches it with his hands. Not a job, communication. The problem with Dixon was this, if you had a good attacking forward, and he came to one player and you quickly pass the ball, you see when he turns, you can pass the ball back and he'll be too slow to then change direction, and then carry on attacking. So that player will always skip past him, and the ball will always end up, when you find Dixon in that situation as a keeper, you always knew, that the player was always going to put the ball back there because they discovered his weakness. He's not fast. So I wasn't that good of a keeper, but knowing my defensive team and thinking how the opponents were gonna play around them, that's what made me more alert to where the ball was gonna go. Why? Because sometimes I can see that the player that's got the ball now can try. But get this, as they're running with the ball, they can tell every angle's covered, except for the one angle, that's slow. Give it back to the player that Dixon was just with, who he has turned away from, Now, all my players at this time, would have been following the ball and will have to change direction. Most of them would achieve that, but I don't need them. I need Dixon, to do what they've done, faster than they've done it. You understand what I'm saying? So I knew the ball was always going to come from that direction, most of the time. You see what I mean? So get this, if the coaches, parting it up, because as a keeper, if you're not the captain and you want to tell your players this, they get angry. Who the fuck are you? But if you were the official, advisor to the coach, okay, the advisor to the coach is gonna stand up. All right, Dixon, boom, 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 things, boom, 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 things, boom, 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 things, boom, 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 things. It's not me. It's my job. I'm the ambassador, though. You understand what I'm saying? Fix it. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, even on concrete, I was diving. Because St. Thomas, we got concrete. But the idea of education is this, the students, they come to school, they finish. Okay, so not all of them become famous dancers, famous footballers, famous this, famous that, famous singers, famous rappers, But regardless, I'm starting to wonder, listen carefully to this. Is it the education? Is it the place you went that made you anything you are? Is it? It didn't make Dixon a footballer, yeah? Although education gave, yeah, Dixon the chance to play a lot of football, yeah? Sports time with Mr. Forbes, obviously school football, this, that, rah, 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 rah. You understand what I'm saying? But get this, he probably would have played more had he not been in education. And he probably would have been better. Because education, he had to do a lot of things he didn't want to do. Vice versa, me too. Most of us. You understand what I'm saying? But get this. There should be, yeah, a way where an individual student, yeah, because get this. It's like the other day, yeah, I met a cousin of mine outside my house, yeah, and he's saying he's been locked out of his house, yeah, and he's even jumped the fence, yeah, and gone into the house, but he can't get into the glass building of the house, yeah, into the main house to go and sleep in his bedroom. And I was wondering, Ray, what's going on? And he said he's knocked the door, but no one's opening the door. And I'm thinking, yeah, but why are you knocking the door of your own house? Yeah? And I realized he hasn't got keys to his own house. You understand what I'm saying? He has to knock just like anyone else and enter his house. That kind of took me back. I didn't know what to do, and I didn't know whether to say, come and sleep over mine. Because he's talking about going to sleep on the streets. But me and him are not like that. In fact, it's not even really public that we're cousins. You see what I mean? So I didn't know what to say. It was quite a sad situation, really. I really didn't know what to say. Yeah? But, you see, you find that story, yeah, a bit unusual, isn't it? Because that's his house. He doesn't have keys. Well, that's my school. That's my school. Yeah? It took however many years of my life, yeah? It became my home. And I should have keys to return, yeah? Whether I'm big, famous or not, yeah? Listen, because you see success, yeah? When I was at St. Thomas the Apostle, not once, yeah, did Mr. Cowdery point out to me that success was counted in money. So I feel I'm successful, but I don't have the money to show for it. But Mr. Cowdery didn't tell me that I needed money to be successful. Not once did Mr. Kajango, yeah, tell me, yeah, that what I'm teaching you is so you can get a lot of money. He says, I'm teaching you so you can become successful one day. But he didn't tell me that success was money. Yeah, Mrs. Utton didn't tell me that. Instead, she tried to strangle me. Yeah, Sister Sarah didn't tell me that. Brother Frankie didn't tell me that. Yeah, Mrs. Butter, yeah, you know what she told me? She told me, yeah, that is the beauty that lives within you that education should be trying to bring out. It is the mind that is within you that education should be trying to bring out. Because education, that's exactly what it is. What has been brought out within people, what has been brought out from deep within other people. And she was only a flipping cover teacher, mate. That's the problem. The best, they come and choop, they're gone. The worst, they come and choop, they stay. You see what I mean? So, some may turn up in a Lamborghini, and then the kids will be wowed by it, and the kids will be moved by it. Some may be internet celebrities, and the kids will be wowed by it, and the kids will be moved by it. Some will be Kanye West, and the kids will be wowed by him. Yeah, but get this. The point I'm making is this here. You see, when the Buddha was alive, yeah, technically speaking, he wouldn't have been, the popular majority's pastime favorite. Yeah, the equivalent of Kanye West would have been. The Buddha would have probably been on the outskirts of society, trying to get society to look outward, to look to life. You understand what I'm saying? But in the end, you see the equivalent of Kanye West. We don't know who he is or who she is. The equivalent of Beyonce. We don't know who she is. The equivalent of Jay-Z. We don't know who she is. But in the end, we all know who the Buddha is. But the Buddha the Buddha cannot, claim riches and wealth. But the equivalent of these people claimed riches and wealth, and yet their name died. Because listen, this is the problem you don't seem to understand. If you follow, listen, if you claim riches and wealth, which is money, then that means, you can never become, above that, which made you who you are. So in the end, money will still live and your name will go. Because the ultimate thing, is to make your name the most powerful name on the face of this planet. But you were chasing money to try and do that. Meaning, get this, because the word money is a name. Meaning already you've accepted you're chasing second best. You see what I mean? But the point I'm trying to make is, today the Buddha's words, it shapes lives. It shapes societies. It fixes the heart. It cools the heart. It calms the heart. You see Jesus Christ? Same. You see today, even people who do not believe in Jesus Christ, who do not believe in what you call it, in Christianity or even in religion, they still know the name Jesus. But you see the superstars of that time. You see the gladiators, the ones that used to entertain the glorious Maximilian Glorious. Listen. Exactly, Winston. You understand what I'm saying? But the one that was on the outskirts, begging the society to stop looking outward and start looking inward. Yo!
You know me. I'd rather be saying my shit anyway.
One second. That stupid girl's getting in the way. I have to go and deal with it. There's a girl at the job place. She's not doing her job.
Good morning. The time is 9:13 a.m. The date is Friday, the 21st of June 2019. We're just going through Google. Sorry, we're going through YouTube. And we're leaving comments in popular places to popular people.
Yeah, education. Get this. Why did we go to St. Thomas the Apostle? Or why did we go to any of the schools I've mentioned? Or why did you go to any of the education facilities you went to? Do you know why you went there? You went there because the government said, yeah, that you need to get knowledge. Yeah, that you need to get knowledge. That I need to get knowledge. And they said that they have prepared a place, yeah. And in this place, they have many different activities. Yeah, let's call everything activities. Because English is an activity, maths is an activity, science is an activity. Yeah, it's a scientific activity or a language activity, right? Many different activities, and I'm to soak some of these activities up, and this will put me on the platform to learning how to soak things up, and also also give me a balance, yeah. But ultimately, the aim is to give me knowledge, yeah, knowledge. So the purpose of the centers of education, of which Prince of Peace Academy is, Christ the King is, St. Thomas the Apostle is, Hackney Community College is, and Portsmouth University is to give you knowledge. So don't you think, yeah, that the best thing, yeah, that they need to do, or the first thing that they need to teach one who enters these places is what knowledge is? Why? Because you're going to give someone knowledge. So you have to tell someone what knowledge is. So they know fully, yeah, exactly what it is you're going to give them. And exactly what it is that they are to try and take from you fully. And then I discovered, yeah, that, get this, yeah, we can take education to court. We can take a piece of law in the book, yeah, to court. Not to change it, but to sue it, yeah, thus, he or that which implemented it is guilty. Thus the government is guilty. And what is this piece of law? Yeah? It is the piece of law or the piece of act that made, yeah? Do you know what the word act means? It's short for the word action. So when something has been actioned, yeah, it becomes an act, yeah? So it is the piece of action that brought into law that school, yeah, education is mandatory. It is the piece of law, the piece of act that made education mandatory. Why? Because education proposed to be giving you knowledge. So we have to find out what knowledge is. And get this, I'm not going to delve into it, yeah? Do you know why I'm not going to delve into it? Because the problem begins in the first sentence. The problem, yeah, begins in the first sentence. Yeah? Watch. In the dictionary, yeah, the word knowledge, yeah, which is two words put into one. This system of writing where you take two understandings, yeah, bring them together to create one understanding, is actually a phonetic system. Because no, K-N-O-W is one word with one understanding. Ledge, L-E-D-G-E, is one word with one understanding. But when you put them together, yeah, even though they're separate understandings, they should give you one understanding. Knowledge. So that one understanding of these two words, yeah, its description in the dictionary says, yeah, to acquire knowledge is by way of experience or education. Problem. Why? Because get this, if knowledge says to acquire me is experience or by education, what that means is that there are two routes of seeking and gaining knowledge. Thus, if the law and the act, yeah, were going to enact anything, what they should have enacted was a law that said, yeah, it is mandatory, yeah, to seek knowledge. It is mandatory to seek knowledge via, yeah, route of experience or education, or a mixture of both. But one cannot say, yeah, I'll just sit on my bed and do shit. Listen to this. They neglected experience from the acquisition of knowledge. But experience holds more weight than education. Why? No one taught you how to suck your mom's breast. This was taught to you in your mom's belly by you, yourself, and I. Yeah? And you automatically developed certain reflux, some reactions that when you have this feeling, let me tell you, you see this idea of swallowing that I'm trying to show you, yeah? No education could have taught you that. That's why when you're choking, yeah, education took however many thousands of years to discover the Heimlich maneuver, yeah, or that maneuver named after the guy Heimlich, yeah. Why? Because you see, the human, we don't actually know how to explain the action of swallowing. Yeah? That's why when a baby is choking, yeah, you can't tell the baby, yeah, to just, yeah, because you don't know how to explain the action. So you have to use, yeah, force to push it out. Another thing the human, yeah, can only learn by experience, other than swallowing, yeah, is what? What is it? Yeah, the act, yeah. The act of seeing, yeah. Listen, you open your eyes and you start recognizing, you start learning faces and you start recognizing mom, dad. The act of hearing, you start doing all that through experience, yeah. And everything you start learning through experience. You started gaining knowledge through experience. The breast, through experience. I'm telling you, the human cannot explain to you, yeah, how to swallow. Another one, yeah, is how to tell a kid, yeah, how to tell a kid how to clean their nose. As in, do this, yeah. You can only show the kid, yeah, blow, yeah, but how would you explain to the kid how you blow? So you can't. So you show the kid, yeah, to do this, yeah, and then you hold one nose, and the force, yeah, is compacted into one area of the nose that brings out crap, yeah. Now the kid, yeah, feels that action, and next time, yeah, that's the first time the kid actually learns, yeah, how to blow. Through you helping the kid, one, and two, yeah, the relief. But there's no subject in education for this. But this act, yeah, can be the difference between choking to death and living. But it's an act you can't explain. Yeah, you can show it in motion, but to fully explain it to a child and for the child to coherently understand you, it becomes a problem. You see, experience can teach you anything. Why? Because it says I experience all. So get this, education, yeah, has neglected to mark experience. Or no, sorry. The government have chosen, yeah, to only give you education and not experience. Only give you what? Education and not experience. But why? Why? Because get this, education is tailored. Yeah? Education is tailored. But it's tailored to fit someone's narrative. So, what do I mean by it's tailored and it's tailored to fit someone's narrative? If someone sells paracetamol, yeah, And that is what their empire is built on, selling paracetamol for headaches, yeah? If they had the opportunity to design the educational system, they will tell you that paracetamol is the only way to heal a headache. And then they will give you all the manners, yeah? Education will teach you all the manners in which, yeah, that he or she claims you can ingest or digest or use paracetamol to cure a headache. He will say sometimes you mush it, sometimes you take it as a pill, sometimes you put it into your food, yeah? But it is the only way to cure the headache. You see, and this narrative will go on for a while until someone challenges it in education, yeah? But get this, you see the person who challenges it, as long as what they challenge it with, yeah, is not nature-based, and say the person can't just go into the bush, yeah, and grab the cannabis plant, yeah, and say, yeah, but that's bullshit, because if you take this, yeah, it does it with no side effects. It's good. Why? Because the cannabis plant is natural. And what's the problem of that? The problem is if that is the cure to headache, yeah, then get this. It can't be illegal. One, and even if it is illegal, it's natural, yeah? So people will fight to have it easy so they can cure their own headaches naturally. And it's easy. And it's fresh. It will be fresh. They'll get it fresh all the time. Yeah? Because the fresher your medication, the better. But what does it mean? What does this mean? It means, get this, yeah, soon, yeah, the pharmaceutical industry will collapse. Because the whole idea is, yeah, if the human hasn't touched it, it means profitization hasn't been attached. And if you encourage, yeah, things that profitization cannot be attached to, if you encourage the growth of these things, yeah, then what you're doing is, yeah, you're discouraging the growth of money. You're killing money. The whole idea is that life was created, yeah. So I went to Prince of Peace, Christ the King, and Saint Thomas the Apostle, yeah. So life was created by Nananyame God, yeah, using, get this, 4 things, yeah. 20% earth, pillar 1, 80% water, pillar 2. Air is absolute to life, pillar 3, and the sun for growth, photosynthesis. These 4 things come together to a tip to create the pyramid of life. My ancestors, the Egyptians, yeah, they represented that in the form of a pyramid of 4 sides. Now, if these 4 things come together, yeah, then you have life. But these 4 things are 4 different volatile energies in their own preset rights. But you're going to try and put 4 volatile energies together, and they're different. One is physical, one is feeling, yeah? So earth is physical, 20% physical. Water, yeah, is feeling, quenching, and tasting. You can touch it as well. But you see air, the absolute one, you can't even see it. Yeah, you see sun, 12 hours of the day, yeah? And you can't even dream of going close to it. So it's close, closer, a bit further and furthest. The 4 elements that build us are designed that they all got their positions. Yeah, they all got their positions and they hold life together. Yeah, so get this. When the human is ill, yeah, what the human has to do is simple, is introduce him or herself, yeah, back to that which made the human. But the Bible gives you a warning and tells you how the human does this. It tells you, yeah, that everything on the face of this planet was created for you. But not everything on the face of this planet will suit you. It means your maker, yeah, had, yeah, everything in its chemical form, yeah, in front of him. And he said, for this child, this, no, not this one, allergic. This, no, not this one, allergic. This, no, not this one, allergic. And whatever he missed out, that thing won't grow you. That thing will kill you. Or that thing, will stop your growth. Yeah? If you take something that you're allergic to, it means it's not in your DNA makeup. It wasn't added to you. Therefore, it doesn't help you grow. That's why you're ill from it. So stop eating it. If you find only the ones that help you grow that were made for you, then you see you. Let me tell you something, that's what the human being, that's what education was meant to be leading us to, identifying, what is good, what on this earth, is good for you. So they take your blood, and they're meant to get the enzymes out of your blood and they say this, that. Eventually they will come up with a group of enzymes, that suits this blood group or this blood type, But if we keep going, we can limit it to individual you. And they will say, these are the type of fruits, or these are the type of foods, or these are the type of shrubberies that the human being you are. This is what will grow you. You see, if they discovered each and every single plant that will grow you, and each and every single herb that will grow you comfortably, and then you only access those in their varieties. You see, when you cut yourself, you will heal. Because that which formed you is that which makes you, that grows you. Do you see what I mean? You will heal. But if you're ill and if you're injured and some of the things that are given to you are that which made you, water, air, sun, but the earth of you, the one that actually forms the physical part of you, the injured part of you, that is the one. Now you need to get the specific one for you. The specific ones just for you. And those will actually heal you. Those will actually heal you. And they'll grow you as well. So, you ask yourself, how do you put 4 elements together? 4 elements, volatile energies together, without them fighting each other and sitting side by side with each other comfortably. It's simple. You have to distill all the earth. So let's take me for example, Kojo. All the earth that's right for my physical vessel, was taken and they were all put into one pot and distilled to its finest molecular level. Its finest molecular level is so fine that it's finer than air. It is what? Finer than air. So you can't see it. This girl's crazy, I swear, this girl's crazy. She thinks I got time for her like that. Yeah. The finest, that we have access to right now, is air. But we can only feel air, we can't see air. And let me prove it to you, You see I'm on right. In fact, let me not go in there now. Let me not go in there. It's air. So the finest parts, of earth, when distilled to its final, oh please. She's here. Imagine that.
Tell me
I'm gonna take you along because she's starting to annoy me, man. I swear, you don't even understand what this girl's been up to. Listen, this girl doesn't listen one bit. She's suspended from work for a week, yeah? And I told her, write a letter of all the problems. Wait, hold on. I said, be now one thing. I said, yeah. Did you not hear what I said? I said after work. You don't listen.
You said?
After work.
That's not what you said. I have to get this
Okay.
letter today.
Today, yeah.
And I don't care how. So
Okay, let me ask you. Okay, so why didn't you get this to me before Friday? Or Friday?
you said Monday.
I said come to work on Monday.
I should have recorded this message. Like it would have really helped me. Even my brother was doing all that. It is I suspend you. So, oh, sir. I said
I said, yeah, they're kind. Let me see. Yeah, this was.
and I quote. Let me quote
Okay,
what
quote.
he said. Maybe you didn't. And I quote. Asabia in it. Sorry. Do you know what Asabia? We've gone through a decision that will suspend you for a week.
For a week.
And
Yeah.
when you are coming back, you have to come back with an apology letter as to why you were suspended.
Did you ever hear the word Friday?
No.
You were saying you didn't hear Friday.
No.
Okay. Okay. I said, yeah, this is what I said. Yeah, I said Friday. Get the letter to me by Friday, so I know, yeah, that you are wanting to come back to work.
I didn't hear.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Oh. Okay. You going back to work? Okay. I'll let you know. Yeah. I'll see you later. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Uncle Huh? Huh? Okay. This is funny, do you know why? Because there's nothing you can do, yeah, to change this girl. She's just who she is. Yeah? Watch this. Did you hear what she said? She says, oh my God, I wish I recorded this conversation. I wish I recorded this conversation because it will help me. And do you know why I was laughing? I was laughing because, get this, yeah? You see, everything I'm saying is true. Yeah? You know why everything I'm saying is true? Because I recorded the conversation. Do you see what I'm talking about? Because I recorded the conversation. So I know everything I said. I know everything that has been said. I know everything that was agreed to. But she's counting, yeah? Listen, she doesn't care. Yeah? So she's done what you asked her to do. She's coming on Monday. What do you want her to do? Yeah? And she forgot. And she's just not going to accept. Because she forgot. She genuinely forgot that the letter was meant to get to me by Friday. So now she's just going to deny it. And then she's going to wish on me that she recorded it. But the funny thing is, yeah, I can play it to you now. It's called Asasiya's Mercy. Yeah? Because get this, I was sent to fire her. Yeah, but I couldn't do it. Anyway. So get this. You have to put these four things together and distill them to their lightest molecular point. Scientifically, this is called laminin 111. Laminin 111. Yeah, it is also in the shape of a cross. A cross, Jesus Christ. It is also the same depiction called a Sidicus. Sidicus. That's on your ambulance, a staff and a snake. So it has two different or three or few depictions. It is also the same thing that Hinduism or Shintoism, they call it the chakra points. Yeah, your laminin distribution points runs down your spinal column. Your spinal column. Everything you take in, listen carefully to this. When you take in food, you're taking in a part of your 20% earth. That food, yeah, has to have enzymes that your body recognizes. Thus, that food will bond to your cells and they will add up to growing you. If your body doesn't recognize the enzymes in there, your body will reject it immediately. But the ones that your body does recognize, it would keep distilling it, and at each point, and so at one point, it will get fiber out. That's the beginnings, and that will grow you. At another point, it will get something else out. That will grow you in a different way. It will keep distilling your food to its finest molecular level, where it will get laminin out of your food. This process is done in the spinal column. But why is laminin important? They say the human being is made of, I think, 32 billion cells, yeah? Well, each of those 32 billion cells, yeah, needs to be coated, yeah, with that which makes it recognizable to the other to the other three. So, all the 20% food you put in your body that your body accepts, that grows with you, they need to be distilled to a laminin point where their laminin, their chemical makeup, so they're basically, the memories within them, yeah, is taken out at the finest molecular level. That, when it's all collected in your spinal column at the finest points, yeah, listen carefully, it will then be pushed back out through your body. That's why your spinal column is at the center of your gravity and drops down. Why? Because it needs to be an even distribution on both sides of your body, left and right. Because that which bonds you together needs to reach everywhere. And then it goes straight through your marrow bone. Do you know why the human, cannot touch it? You see, the protective encasing is a bone, one. If they cut through that bone, yeah, there are nerves, because it's inside. But because it's the finest distillation of anything, yeah, it's more dangerous than air. When they finally get to the bit that it could be located at, yeah, when you cut it, just like air, the human eye and the human magnetic and the human wherever systems cannot see that far and cannot replicate laminin. Thus why when the humans do transplant, basically the idea was, if you're going to do a transplant, before you put the hand on or before you put the head on, yeah, you grease it with laminin, stick it on, and it straight away, yeah, you will see the nerve endings attaching to each other. Yeah, it's a living cell, yeah, that bonds everything together, everything. But I'll show you how challenged the human is already, yeah. You see air, yeah. Amun-Ra, the god of the Freemasons, the god of the Egyptians, yeah. Get this, and the god of English. Why? Because Amun is simply phonetic for Amon. Amon speaks of a Monday soul, a Monday born, yeah. So in England, your days begin on Monday is because the Freemasons were paying homage yeah, to their god Amon-Ra. So they demoted the sun, yeah, because Jesus Christ says, "I am the sun," yeah. So they demoted the sun, yeah, and put Amon. So they demoted our son, yeah, and then promoted Amun, yeah. So that's how the English came onto the calendar of Monday. But get this, the English are fully aware, because their laws and acts are underpinned by the Bible, that the Sabbath day, the final day, is Saturday, not Sunday, and that the first day is Sunday. Yeah. So coming back to the word experience, yeah. They have failed us by not giving us the option, and then making what they have chosen mandatory. So get this, the word education, now that we've gone through knowledge, and we know what knowledge is about, and we know is experience or education, and we know what experience is. Now, how fun experience is, if they marked it, because I can show you how we mark experience. Now let's see how fun education is, yeah. So we have to explore the word education. The word education is actually pronounced wrong. Again, it's a phonetic word. Two words, yeah, that form a sentence. And this sentence, when pushed together, becomes one word. And that one word becomes the description of the bigger sentence. So the word is education. Let's split it into two words. It becomes educator-ion. Educator-ion. I-O-N at the end. Educator-ion. Why? You see, when you go to school, you see, when I was at St. Thomas the Apostle, you see Miss Melanafi, yeah? Miss Melanafi, you see Miss Melanafi, yeah? She was all in my face trying to teach me French, yeah, over stinky coffee breath, yeah. But I loved her, yeah. But get this, she has so much coffee, yeah. And then get this, she used to pump herself with perfume as well. So she's punishing me twice, yeah. Pumping me, yeah, pumping me. And why was she in my face all the time? Because I never could get French, yeah. But get this, I wasn't born speaking Tree. I wasn't born speaking English. I wasn't born speaking Hausa, but I learned them. So I have the ability to learn. But you see, all these languages, yeah, I didn't learn them actually through education. I learned them through experience. You see, when I was young, all this time I wasn't going to school, I watched a lot of The Simpsons. Yeah. So you see, Bart Simpson, yeah, he taught me English. Experience. Yeah, I loved him. He taught me English. Yeah. So get this. Miss Melanafi was fully aware I can learn French, because I speak to her in English. I just couldn't learn English. What did that mean? Is it a reflection on me or a reflection on her? It's a reflection on her, because she has been given one duty. Yeah. She has been given a task to peddle, educata. Yeah. That's what she's been given. A duty to peddle educata. Now, if she can find a way, yeah, to ionize her educata, what does that mean? You see the final word, I-O-N, that makes education. But I said it's educata, so we're talking about ion, yeah, I-O-N. This word in the dictionary, yeah, and also in the scientific dictionary, in every dictionary, is a positively charged atom or particle, yeah, which attracts. So what does that mean? It means, yeah, is an atom which has been coated with laminin. Therefore, it would attract itself to another item coated with laminin, because the laminin structure is there to tell the cells that you do recognize each other, because laminin, I'm attached to this, and I am attached to you. So therefore, you two can attach. If you can't attach, yeah, laminin would not attach to that which you can't attach to. Therefore, you have an injury, and you have it's pussy, yeah, that area, yeah. The things there, your body's rejecting them because your laminin structure is not attaching to them. Yeah. So an ion is what you call it, coated, yeah, with that which has actively made it what? A positively charged atom. So educator, if the teacher, yeah, has added laminin, and remember, you can't see laminin, meaning they should be able, yeah, to apply what they can't see to what they're doing, because it needs to be positively charged. Yeah, the education needs to be what? Positively charged. And then if let's say Miss Melanafi had a class of 30, that's another problem. Yeah, a class of 30. I was one of them. Yeah, and she's in the front, and she's like, "Je m'appelle Miss Melanafi." You say, and I say, "Je m'appelle Miss Melanafi." She's like, "Oh, you idiots! You're meant to replace my name with your name." And I asked her, "Well, how do you say my name? Yeah, in French?" And she goes, "Je m'appelle." And this means, no, I know that. Je m'appelle. My name is. You said that, and I repeated that. But then when I added Miss Melanafi, you said no. You said I should put my name. But I don't know my name in French. And she went, and she went, "Get out! Get out!" Because why? Yeah? My name is the truth. She should have just turned on and said, "Your name in French is Francois. Francois." Yeah? So let's go again. Let's go again. Je m'appelle Miss Melanafi. Now your turn. Je m'appelle Miss Melanafi. Now you see, she would have had the yeah. But Miss Melanafi was getting angry at me, trying to understand her. The problem with Miss Melanafi is, out of the class of 30, 5 of us, already spoke French. About 5 of us already spoke and understood French. So she wasn't doing them any favors there. And they weren't doing themselves any favors neither, because they should have gone to another class, like the Spanish class. But, so count them out. 25 of us left, another 5, they don't speak French, but they're learning French through Miss Melanafi. Somehow Miss Melanafi has found, laminin, that suits them. She has found ions that are positively charged just for these 5, and they are getting it, But get this, that same laminin, because they're getting 100% in French, even though they never spoke French before, and that same laminin, there's another 10 in the class, so now we've got 20 left. Another 10, they're hitting 50%. So it means there are elements within her teaching skills, meaning her eons, that are not totally suitable for these 10, but there are elements that are suitable. So it's like, elements that are suitable. So they're doing okay. 50% is okay. But then there is another 5, that they're getting 30. Between 45 and 30. Between 45 and 30%. Between 45 and... Did you hear what the girl said? That when she told her brother she's been suspended, even the brother was like, "Hey, when should there?" As if to say, we would. Oh my God. So where was I? Where was I? I'm sorry, she lost me. It just came into my head now. For what the? Yeah. Where was I? Hold on. Yeah. So get this. Then the other 5, yeah, out of the 10 remaining, yeah, they're doing 30, 40, 30, 40, 30, 40, yeah, below average. But there's some kind of eons in there for her, for them, yeah. And then there's the remaining 5, yeah, but 4, yeah. You see these 4, yeah. Yeah, they listen 20%, whatever, man. And then there's me, yeah. And then there's me. I just copy, yeah, and I won't even hide it to miss that I'm copying, yeah, because, yeah, she's going to throw me out any minute now anyway. It's coming, get out, I'm gone. But get this, is it me that's dumb, or is it Miss that is not ionized? Because get this, the word tells you, yeah, that actually there is no such thing as a dumb human being. Why? Because get this, if what you're peddling is not ionized for me, then it means all you came to me with was educata. You hadn't ionized it, so it wasn't education. But had I understood it, then it would have become education. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about, yeah? I'm going to give you 2 examples, one from education and one from experiential. Yeah, watch. My maths teacher, yeah, in 3 West, Mr. Kuturiba, yeah, who was the biker, yeah, and get this, yeah. Put it this way, they also put him in with us, didn't they? Yeah, that's how I can put it. They put him in with us, didn't they? Yeah, the best teacher will go to the best students. Yeah, that's what teachers do not understand. Yeah, even they are classed. The best teacher will go to the best students. The worst teacher will go to the worst students. So I was in Mr. Kuturiba's class. Where, Mr. Kuturiba? Hi. Yeah, so get this. Mr. Kuturiba, hi, yeah, from Free West, the dumb class, yeah. Mr. Kuturiba said, yeah, 1 plus 1 equals 2. Let's find out if Mr. Kuturiba is right. Education says 1 plus 1 equals 2. Sorry, Educata says 1 plus 1 equals 2. Now, let me look on the template. Mr. Kuturiba, 1 minute, please. What? Can't you find it? You can't find it? Oh, it's here. It's there, Mr. Kuturiba. You going past it? Oh, that one. Yeah, that one, yeah. It's 2. Template's correct. It matches. It always stays the same. Education is tailored. From the first equation, tailored. Watch. How many characters did it take? Yeah, did it take to get 1 plus 1? Watch. The character 1. The plus has 2 characters, 1 and another one crossing, 3. The 1, oh. Let's start again. Okay, watch. The number one character. The plus two characters, yeah, crossing each other, 3. The number 1, yeah, that's 4. The equal, 1, 2, that's 6. And then the character 2, 7. Why? No, they won't teach you that in education, but it had to be 7 characters. Why? There are 7 days in a week, and the first equation, yeah, has to represent all 7. Why? Because there are 7 humans. There are only 7 humans living on the face of this planet. Sunday borns, Monday borns, Tuesday borns, Wednesday borns, Thursday borns, Friday borns, Saturday borns. Those are the only 7 humans living on the earth. And if any equation doesn't take into consideration all of them at the beginning, that equation is wrong. But it doesn't necessarily mean, even if you get 7, that the equation is right. Why? Because now let's do 1 plus 1 in experience. Yeah? Okay. 1 plus 1 in experience. Watch this. Experience, yeah? I once met a girl, her name is Mona Lisa. I crossed Mona Lisa, yeah? And then I equaled to Mona Lisa, and then we laid next to each other for close to 9 months, and then 1 plus 1 became 3. Experience, fact. 1 plus 1 with Mona Lisa ended up being 3. Now, watch this, yeah? Watch this. Let's count the characters it took for me and Mona Lisa when we did 1 plus 1 of experience, yeah? And how are we going to write it? It will be written differently to you, yeah? Watch, we're talking about Christ, the King, lamining, the cross, everything, yeah? Draw a cross, yeah? It is simply the representation of me crossing the Mona Lisa, yeah? And the Mona Lisa crossing me, yeah? 1 plus 1, yeah? Draw the equal sign too. It is me, yeah, laid next to the Mona Lisa, and the Mona Lisa laid next to me. We did this for 9 months, yeah? During this time, yeah, we were chilling, yeah? We even went clubbing, yeah? And then, after the equal sign, yeah, stand, yeah? The 2 equals up. So now, right, 1, 1 standing up, and then add another 1. And 1 plus 1 became 3. Let's count how many characters. 1, 2, the cross, the equal, 3, 4. The 3 representing the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 days represented. Why have I got 3 and they got 2? Do you know why? Because life is involved in experiences, equations. Death is involved in mathematics and education's equations. How do I prove it? If me crossing Mona Lisa and laying next to Mona Lisa for 9 months, yeah, equal 2. It means, yeah, life was taken out of the equation, death was involved in the equation. You see, when 1 plus 1 equals 2 in experience and in life, which is knowledge, the bigger part of knowledge, yeah, it means you're not bearing fruit. And if you're not bearing fruit, it's the same as saying you're not making profit. If you're not making profit, it's the same as saying you're not making whatever the currency is that they say it is you need to say that you have it too. Yeah? So you have to produce. So when life is involved, yeah, the results are exponential. When death is involved, yeah, the results are a deduction. Or remaining at the same spot. So let me show you another experience. I got 2 twins, Crazy Danny and Stevie, yeah? 1 plus 1 equaling next to each other became 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 plus 1 is also 4. When life is involved in the equation, I can't tell you what the results will be. A woman in Ghana gave birth to quintuplets. I believe that's
The idea
5.
of hell is simple.
So in this woman came, or in this relationship, this 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1 equal next to each other, and then altogether 7 came. 7 came. You see, when life is involved in the equation, the growth is exponential. And let me show you, where the truth lies in this,
When you open your heart to someone,
life will tell you, you're not broke, just go and plant some food, and it will multiply, and then you can use that to gain currency.
you don't wait for
But
them to
most
tell you how
people,
they're
who believe in education, will not think that. They'll think, let me go and make money, so I can make a lot of money, so I can then buy a lot of food. But life will tell you, fuck money. You weren't created by money. You weren't created with money. You're not 20% of money. So why, instead of chasing money to chase the 20% of you, why not directly chase the 20% of you?
all of a sudden it's turned against you.
Why not directly chase the 80% of you? Why not directly change the absolute of you? Why not directly chase the sum of
Do
you?
you defy the laws of gravity and take back what you gave?
You see what I mean? That's what life will teach
Or
you.
you just close
Yeah?
back your heart.
So get this.
You just close it back.
Should schools be mandatory? Should education be
Just
mandatory?
close it.
Or should knowledge be mandatory? And if knowledge was truly mandatory, then St. Thomas the Apostle, will open a classroom for me. And it will be called, the life room. If they really wanted to teach us knowledge, then Christ the King will open a room for me. And it will be called the life room. And if they really wanted to teach us the value of knowledge and make education and knowledge mandatory, then Hackney Community College will open the whole college to you. If they really, wanted to give you knowledge, then Portsmouth, the whole of Portsmouth, will open the city of Portsmouth to me. The Vagina City, they will open it to me. When you go to Portsmouth, you're greeted by 3 things. 3 things that all relate to me. And I didn't put them there. I told you about coincidences. My ancestors built the pyramids. Well, we got a pyramid. It's next to the sea, where all 4 elements meet. So the pyramid represents the 4 elements. Well, it is at the point where all 4 elements meet. All 4 elements. I'm actually glad she brought a letter. I'm gonna read it to you in a minute. I just thought about it. I'm gonna read it to you. Where all 4 elements meet. So we've got life there, and they know that, and we recognize that. I'm gonna show you how we bring that out. 1, 2. When you go to Gunwolf Keys, you got the vagina lady, the pussy lady, Her thighs are thick. She stands strong. Her pussy fat and chunky, open and ready to receive anyone, and always churning out the babies. But there's a lot to be learned from her. There's a lot to be learned from her. Life. Should only famous people be the ones that walk into the places? They should have keys. Everyone that leaves a place of education should have a key of return. It's like they just lie to us and just throw us out. I'm telling you, by law, every kid can refuse to go to school. School, I just proven education cannot be mandatory until they refix the system. yeah, and find a way to mark, yeah, experience. Thus, the kid will still go to a place, but to receive experience. And I'm telling you, yeah, they've disregarded it for so long, yeah, that if you want a true, yeah, timetable, you can't go through them. You cannot go through them. Let me come in and do it. Let me show you, yeah. Let me show you something amazing. The time has changed. Let me show you the new time.
The silence is in the way. It feels like it's getting hard to breathe. I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet.
You see me, yeah? I got an attitude, yeah, where when kids break my stuff, yeah, I don't react. Or even when I scratch my things or break my things, I don't really react. Why? If I had it, if it's mine, it means, yeah, I worked hard and I bought it. It means I can work hard again and buy it. If a kid breaks it, I worked hard and I've got it. I can work hard again and get it. But you see, my father, Nananyame, yeah, as generous as he is, he still only gave me just one heart. And he told me that that one heart will see me through from the beginning to the end. And he said to me, yeah, it is how I look after that heart that will tell him, Nanenyame, yeah, that I will look after his kingdom too. And as you know, the ideology of heaven is, when you're good, heaven opens to you. When you're bad, heaven closes its doors to you. But you see hell, yeah, its doors are always open because it's just set up to take from you. The temporary benefits will soon catch up.
What's the new time? The new time is called the Owari time code. I'm from the people of the Akans. We speak a phonetic language called Hebrew Acknowledge T993. In Ghana here, sometimes they insult it and call it vernacular. But this is a language that's said to be phonetic, alphabet. I want to point out, abade, is 3. There's a bet in our alphas. A to Z. Yeah? There are no numbers in there. There's no bet in there. It's not an alphabet system. It's an alpha system purporting to be an alphabet system. So they are making decisions from the alphabetic system, but in front of you, yeah, is the alpha system. And I'll prove that. You are being punished from a system that the English system purports to be, but is not. The alphabetic system, A to Z, no numbers, is not an alphabet system. It's an alpha system. Bets are numbers. But the Akans, we have one. Yeah, we have one in there. It's a template. I'll show you. It's in the Bible. Exodus 28:17. Yeah, but in our alphabets, E is 3. We'll go into that another time. But what is the time? The time is the Owari time. We have a game. It's how our ancestors taught us about the seasons, about the rotation of the sun, the moon, and everything. As time has gone, my people have forgotten the true understanding of this game. Yeah? But it's the game of time. It's the game that sits you down and then says to you, you're going to play your time against my time. So we're going to play my time against your time. What is time? Time is, to us, but 24 hours. So we're going to play our 24 hours against each other. If I capture you, You be my slave for the amount of time I have captured of you. But the significance is, if I capture your time, what have I really captured? What have I really captured? I have captured everything that you are meant to achieve in 24 hours. And in those 24 hours, because you were there out there achieving what doing what I'm meant to do to achieve what I'm meant to do, I'm able to fully to concentrate and achieve my 24 hours the best way. How does this work as a game? Let me explain it to you. In front of you are 6 holes, in front of me are 6 holes. When you put them together, you have 12 months of the year. But get this, if you divide 12 by 2, you have what? 6 months of the year. But times 6 by 2 in front of you, technically you have a year in front of you. I'll explain it to you. But watch. In each hole are 4 seeds. Yeah? There are 24, representing 24 hours of the day in front of you. 24 hours in front of me. It means each seed is a representation of a 60-minute clock. A 60-minute clock, each seed. So in each pot, there are 4 60-minute clocks in front of me and in front of you. Each pot is a different time of the day. So that indicates that the Hebrew Akans have broken time down into 6 by 4. There are 6 holes, and in each hole there are 4 seeds representing 1 hour of the day. This means, that the time has been divided into 4 hours, 4 hours, 4 hours, 4 hours, 4 hours, 4 hours. That's Hebrew Iconology T993. But the English say time is the direct opposite of this. Remember, the Akans say Sunday is the first day. Freemasons, Sunday. Egyptology, Sunday. English, Monday. Now watch. Time. Akans say 4 by 6. English say 6 by 4. Akans say 4 by 6. English say 6 by 4. I can't give you 2 extra pots. English, take away 2 extra pots. Why? I can't give you 2 extra pots. English, take away 2 extra pots. Why? I can't say 4 by 6. English say 6 by 4. Why? Let's carry on. In Hebrew iconology, if you were to be at the university and you are chosen to study under experience, then you will have to follow this time code I'm about to give you. This will be Experience's time code. Experience's time code is so fun, you can play a game with it. This is how, experience, will give knowledge. I'm about to give you Experience's timetable for every 24-hour cycle you find yourself in. But first, let's explain the English time. 6, 6, 6, 6. Can you see 6666? It's something the English like a lot. Okay, good. Now watch. They call this main. M-A-E-N. Yeah? It's an acronym for the following: morning, afternoon, evening, and night. What do these things mean? Morning, afternoon, evening, and night. One. And two, how do these things relate to your 24 hours in conjunction with life? No, you don't. You look in the dictionary, it just tells you it's the time of the day, innit? That's it. And the time of the day, innit? That's it. It's as if they're holding things back from you. Now let's go to Hebrew Archaeology T993, where life's lessons, with the system upon which life's lessons will be taught from, and how they will tamper with your time in order to give you the best of 24 hours. In front of you, 24 hours. In front of me, 24 hours. So we're gonna go through, your 24 hours. But get this, I'm not telling you, I'm not going to be telling you what I'm gonna make you do. I'm gonna tell you what is already there, what's already been set. Remember, it's a game. I'm going to tell you what's already there, what's already set. So I told you about morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Well, we have a similar thing, but we have 6 of them. Instead of just 4 names, we have 6. In fact, we have more than 6. So each clock is separate on its own, and then as a bunch, 4. It represents a time of the day. But some of them actually have individual names within them. So let's go through it. And this is the timetable you are going to be on if you are studying to gain knowledge under experience. The first part of the Owariki will be from 12 midnight onwards, and it will be Adie Achi. You need to listen to the names, and I will explain the names to you. So Adie Achi. Adie means something or everything. Achi means catch, or to caught, or to catch, or has been caught. So something has been caught. Everything has been caught. If you find yourself breathing, just breathing, your heart beating at 12 midnight, you have caught something. You have caught time, and we're dealing with time. How much of that time you've caught, we still can't tell. How much of that time you have caught, we can't tell. But you have caught time because it's past 12 midnight. It's the next day. You're breathing. Good. That whole part, the whole 4 hours is called Adie Achi. You're sleeping. The next part, I need you to listen carefully. 4 hours later. The first clock, is called Machi. So the first 1 hour is Machi. This is around the time when farmers are waking up. Back then when you're dealing with life, the only job that matters. Or people are waking up to do life's work. Machi. Ma means I. Chi means caught. So I have caught. You're up. You're definitely 100% sure you have caught. What have you caught? Time. You're probably in bed, just tossing about a bit. The second clock is called. The second and the third clock together. So the next 2 hours are called Ahum Achi. Ahum Achi is an instruction. Ahum means breath. Achi means catch. So to catch your breath or catch breath, you will need to wake up and stand up for 2 hours and go to a place where, get this, there are loads of trees, where the air has been saturated and filled with oxygen. Is your first exercise of the day. You are going to just stand or just walk, but you're going to take deep breaths in and out, in and out, in and out. Why? Because get this, people wake up and rush to go to the gym to pump up the arm. But that arm, do you know how strong that arm could become if you pump up the organ that pumps up the arm, the heart? The best time to train your heart is at ahum action. Why? During the day, there's too much pollution, which kills things. So you see the trees, they reserve their oxygen, which restores life. Yeah? And they use that to restore themselves. And they use that to nourish themselves whilst they're still dragging the rays of the hot sun. So during the day, the air is actually polluted and filtered with junk. But in the early hours of the morning, the trees have had all night to now fart, which is oxygen. But as they're farting oxygen, they will be breathing in carbon dioxide. In the morning, the idea is the carbon dioxide reduction in the atmosphere is low. Thus, you're accessing cleaner than normal air. So you use this air to train your heart muscle, the only one muscle that matters to life. 2 hours. Once you are done, the next pot, the last pot in that pot is called anopa. Anu means mouth. Pa means good. So it means you have to eat. You have to brush your teeth and you have to eat. You have to put something good in your mouth. What would you put in your mouth? It has to be, listen, the minute you woke up, you have to start thinking about life. So you've done the absolute. You've taken in your air. Now you have to take in your 20% and your 80%. Yeah? Your 20% should consist of, in the morning, it should consist of a lot of natural base. So things that are fresh, that you can blend. So a natural juice. The word natural we will explain later. A natural juice, 1. 2, a fiber base. So get this, you've had 50%, your plate looks like this. 50% air, 25% juice. Yeah, which has water in there. Yeah, natural based juice. And then you will find, yeah, that the solid that you're going to take in, which should have some kind of food that gives out oils, natural oils, yeah, this will be reduced. So because you're only 20% earth, so it will naturally be reduced. You will find that your natural shape comes out. Your food will naturally be reduced, but you're not being starved of any of the goodnesses. Yeah, that's the second pot finished. Anopa. Yeah, the third pot, yeah, has one name. It's called Ewiyamre. Ewiyamre. You see the foods you ate at Anopa and all the things you did at Anopa. Ewiyamre is, Ewiya means sun. Mre means time. We're dealing with time. Mre means time. So at Ewiyamre is at this time of the day. You can see the sun is out, but it's not the hottest sun. Yeah, it's not the hottest sun. It's from 8 going all the way to before 12 or 12. Yeah, it's not the hottest sun. It is actually the sun that the human needs. It is the human's growth hormone. This sun, this 4 hours, my people are actually pointing you, yeah, to the perfect sun to receive your daily dose of growth hormones. It's the same ideology that a doctor will tell you, take this medication at this time of the day. Well, you see your growth hormone, the sun, yeah? It's not a matter about you exposing yourself to the sun. It's a matter about you exposing yourself to the right sun. Yeah? So, Ewiyamre, 4 hours, lying down on the beach, chilling. Yeah? But in between this, yeah, you see the sun. The food you ate in the morning and the air you take and everything you took, that's the energy now that your body is going to use the sun to convert. That's why you ate it. When you eat, you don't get instant energy because your body has to digest and extract the enzyme. Whoa, the sun is the power, the battery that helps your body do that. So the idea is to load your body at the right time, yeah, and then process it at the right time. Just like when you ferment food, you load it at the right time, you leave it to the right time to take it out. Load your body at the right time with the right things, and then take it under the sun at the right time. 4 hours. During this time, yeah, you may need to eat. This is the best time to eat your heaviest meal. So if you have to eat, I'll say stick to the fishes, the fibers, loads of veg, yeah, and root vegetation, yeah. Anything that's beneath the ground, when you eat it, is a signal that this thing is good for your grounding. Anything that's above the ground is a signal that is good for your everything above the ground. But anything that's below the ground is good for your grounding. So you eat varieties of it. It's how the earth recognizes you, because you ate things from deep within it. Yeah. So you have to eat your heaviest meal. Why? Because the next pot, yeah, after 12 o'clock, it is the get this, it is the hottest part of the sun, innit? And get this, you're going to exert a lot more energy, and the hottest part of the sun will work more. So this heavy food won't stay on you for good. It will be worked out. But in Hebrew Ethnology T993, that's the fourth pot. This pot is called Enjumre. What is Enjumre? Enjum means music. Mre means time. So time for music. Why? The sun is so hot. The humans shouldn't be under the sun. So they created, yeah, Enjumre. But why is Enjumre important? Because Enjumre is what you call school. It's time for school. Yeah? It's time for school. If you notice, I spoke about your day and I'm talking about your education, but I hadn't spoken about you coming to school or you coming to a place of learning. Yeah? It's because the Hebrews took their time from the sun. And if the sun was too hot, yeah, it was the best time to be out of the sun. So it's like, instead of wasting time struggling under the sun, you might as well spend that time studying something. But we call school Enjumre. Why? Because it is the manner in which we taught. Yeah, Akans, we mastered the art of languages and speech so well that we became known as oralists. What does that mean? It meant we sang what we spoke. If you understand what I mean, we sang what we spoke. So someone will go to the king to speak, but she's not singing, she's talking. And she doesn't only talk, she's animated. But this could be in a court of law, but you are allowed to express yourself fully. Because your anger is not only, sometimes me when I get angry, the last coherence you're gonna get is from my voice. If you listen carefully, it will be my actions that tells you just how angry I am. In the Kan court, you're allowed to express that. So at Enjumre, it is the time we tell Anansi's sense is so. Anansi's sense is so. What is Anansi's sense is so? Anansi's sense is so is stories of Anansi. But get this, in some stories, Anansi is a scientist. We're teaching you science. You're at school. In some stories, Anansi is an engineer. We're teaching you engineering. You're in school. In some stories, Anansi is playing about with God, seeking knowledge for us. Yeah, he will go, he will play about with God, because Anansi truly is a jovial character, but he's good at heart. And Nanenyame, He doesn't need us, slamming our heads on the ground every day or screaming, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, he just needs us, to be kind and to be good and to be loving, And get this, in our jovial side, he would accept us. Because Nanenyame, he said he created us like unto himself. We smile, it means he smiles. When we do something good, he will smile too. So Anansi, we use Anansi to teach everything, but in the forms of stories. The kids will clap. It's your second day's exercise. But understand this. Why is it important? The Akans don't seem to care about physical exercise for the outer body, only for the inside. Why? Because the Akans have only one dream, only one vision. Life. Why? The one thing, the engine of the car, is the heart. The heart of the human is the engine of the human. And it is the engine you need to keep clean. It is the engine you need to train. It is the engine that takes on all the strain of everything you put on top of it. So you train your arm. You don't train your heart. One day, your heart will cut and your muscles are still big. And they couldn't save you. So, at Njumre, we'll use Anansi stories, to teach you. This is a solid 4 hours. But get this, during this time, the kids are clapping. They're singing. Sometimes Anansi requires them to run, because sometimes the storyteller requires to demonstrate. Wagwan. So you come here, characters are formed, and then you do this, you're given precepts of what the story is about. So when the time comes, they'll give you a word, and then you start doing it. That actually is an exercise. Listen, it's a kid's exercise from beginning. You say, che kule, hands on the head. Che kofisa, hands on the shoulders. Kofisa langa, hands on the hips. Tatati langa, hands on the knees. You have to bend. Kum ade, hands on the nail. So you're going all the way down. Come all the way up. You sing this song and repeat this action. What do you think you're doing? You sing it over and over and over and over and over, and you keep repeating this action over and over and again. After 5 minutes, I'm sure the game will be over, but you received your training. And Jumre. Now, that's the 4th pot. The 5th pot, from Njumre storytelling time, you go into the 5th pot. Does that mean the story is over? No. You're singing, you're shouting, you're cramming. That's Njumre. But the 5th pot is called Anajo. Ano again means mouth. Remember Bajo? Bajo means the calm and peaceful child. The word Jo means peace. The word Jo means cool. So the mouth should become peaceful. The mouth should cool down. Why? You're getting ready for bed. I'm sorry, for bed. You're getting ready for bed. No, I said bird. You're getting ready for bed. But get this. The heart needs to cool down because you have exerted all the energy you have accumulated from the hours previously. But now you need to calm yourself down. You need to eat. But the food at this point should be something light, something porridgey. So an earthly wheaty porridge, an earthly oaty mealy porridge, corn-based porridge, sweet, not too sweet, naturally sweetened, with some nice herbs. Why? You're going to bed soon, and your heart, would need to relax from working so hard. Would need to totally relax, and your body will need to relax as well. But the story doesn't end. No, the mouth only cools down. Then the food also cools down. But the story cools down. This is where the kids sit, and this is where the women take over the story. Because the men are the hyper ones. When the men come on, there's Jama. Jama is noise. Involving the stories. Now when grandma takes over, the kids are told to calm down and sit. Wisdom has sat. Therefore you Yeah, potential wisdom gainers one day listen. And now she will tell them stories calmly. Yeah, another 4 hours. They will have their porridges and everything during these 4 hours. So they will have their bread based, yeah, or wheat based bread or sides. They'll have their porridges and their fruits and water and milks, everything, whilst the story is going on. But they'll have it as a community of kids and adults together, laughing, studying at the same time. It meant it was a school anyone can walk into. Yeah, it was a school what anyone can walk into. Yeah, the mouth cools, they chill. Another 4 hours. Yeah, so we've actually studied for 8 hours and you haven't noticed it. We've done maths, engineering, we've done everything. 8 hours, you haven't noticed it. We're coming to the end of the fifth part, which is anajo. Yeah, the mouth should cool and calm and become peaceful. Now, when the mouth becomes peaceful, we're in pot number 6, the final pot. It's around 9 going on. That's roughly when kids go to bed. This pot is called Adie Asa. Adie means something or everything. Asa means finished. So something or everything is finished. What is something or everything is finished? By the end of this pot, 24 hours will be finished. That's everything. That's everything. Because time is everything. Yeah? Time is everything. And this will be the timetable, the Owari time code that we're going to follow. Let me show you how this is also going to be our calendar. There are 12 zodiac signs. All 12 are represented in the form of these holes. Let me show you that all 12 are also represented in your face and all 12 are represented in my face. There are 4 seeds in each one, yeah, making it 24, yeah? Okay, divide 24 by 2, you get 12, yeah? There are 12 months in a year. Each seed, yeah, will be worth 15 point something days in a month, meaning January and February are in pot 1, 4 seeds. 2 seeds to represent 1 month. January, February, March, April, 2. May, June, you get me? You will get all the way to November and December. Yeah? Where are the signs, Capricorn and everything? They're all there. This is the game of time. We will get back onto the right time. And then we will play, yeah? Experiences time against education's time. And then we will see what experience will produce, yeah, in our schools, and what education will produce in our schools. How would we mark experience? The same way we mark education. The results of what we go out and come back. But how would we do this? For example, for experience, yeah? For the school of experience, we will set up as a school and as a uni a small business or businesses. It means, get this, yeah? Sometimes, yeah, you will physically be running a company that the members of the public, yeah, come to be patronized in, yeah? So you will find, yeah, a university student is the manager, a college student is the manager, a school student is the manager, a primary school student is the manager, a baby is the manager. How? They will all work on the same day. We will put them into groups. Each day we will say, these are how many schools there are in our area. These are how many universities there are in our area. This business belongs to our schools and our education. Our experiential, yeah, department. So for each day, yeah, they'll get paid for this, yeah. For each day, a student will come and find out how to run a company. And then by the time they finish the 4 years of experience, they can actually put on their CV all the days they run as a manager, their achievements on that day and the company's achievements on that day, their faults on that day and the company's faults on that day. They've corrected all that, and over the 4 years, this is the results. They are a flipping manager, mate. They are a fledgling manager, mate. They are not coming there, to seek experience from you. The experience has already been given to them in education. Do you know, let me tell you something. This is what was meant to happen, and they stole it, and I'm going to claim it back because it's mine to claim back. Let me tell you. This is what was meant to happen. Every place of education was meant to have a business that pertained to education. So, for example, crisp making, for example, drink making. So Portsmouth University, for example, they should be advancing themselves, in making the next sensation of crisp flavors, And then get this, when education, has come up with different flavors and different styles, they were meant to sell these things to the industries. Innovation was meant to come out, of experience and education, or from experience or education. But the industry, what they done, they sold education to us, took experience out and put it into their workshops, and then they started producing everything. So when you finish education, when you go into a place of work, you're actually there now to gain experience the first time, when you were meant to have got the experience through the place where they said they were giving you knowledge. They were meant to say experience or education. You say experience, straight away you're into experience. So by the time you finish uni, your class, you could have been part of the class that created the Walker's sensation, guava cocktail prawn mix. The sensation. And this came out of education and went into industry. Education was meant to feed industry. They stole that. But how did they steal it? They stole it by excluding experience out from the place where you gain knowledge. If they won't, listen, this is legal. Whereas education is legal. Your kids don't have to go to school. And if your kids don't go to school, point out to them that knowledge says you can acquire knowledge via experience or education. Thus, you have made a decision right now that you realize that experience will benefit your child more. So they should either, quickly, make room, for experience, or you're not paying any fine because you can prove by law it's an illegal law. And in fact, you're going to counter that lawsuit with what you call it, how do you put this? A post-dated lawsuit from your childhood and your mom's childhood, that they lied. And I'm telling you, in one minute, we can shake up the educational system and turn it into a knowledge-based system. I can prove to you by law, schools cannot be mandatory because schools are teaching 30% of what knowledge says it requires for you to have knowledge. Therefore, you can choose to go the other way. And if you choose to go the other way, if facilities are not provided, immediately the government is broken. Listen, let me tell you, if the whole nation says we want experience, immediately, if Theresa May's law are not able, because it means they had not, intended to give you what's right. But if the problem is they didn't know, it means these people were not even aware of what it takes. Therefore, they were wrong in the first place. I'm telling you, the system is broken.
What happened? Oh, that's exactly what's happening to mine too, yeah. Yeah. So listen there, yeah? And then you tell him that. And I'm telling you, yeah, he will go online, well, on your internal computer, and he will write a note. It will just be an email. Oh, spoke to Net today. She's feeling very good. She's feeling very, upbeat, and she's actually looking forward to coming back to work. The call lasted this long, yeah, and blah blah blah. And that will be fed by him, not by you, yeah, because he called you. So he called you in the line of duty, and you responded. You responded in the line of duty. So his notes, yeah, will be positive for you. Don't try and feed the computer your notes. The computer doesn't like you because you don't run the company for the computer. The one above you runs the company, and then the one above them. You understand what I'm saying? So as long as there's someone below you, yeah, the computer will listen to the one above you.
Okay, so right, basically I'm going to put it on my side and anything I'm going to tell you that. But you know in terms of that woman that sent me this email to say, are you okay?
Yeah.
What I've written, what I've done, yeah, basically the same thing I'm going to tell my boss. I'm going to put, I'm pretty much going to thank you. There's only pain in that area when you push that area, and there's no longer pain when I walk or sit. So I want to come back to work as soon as possible.
Okay, but make sure you attach, the copy of the email she sent you, so she's aware that it is in response to that email.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So don't just write her a fresh email as if you just said that out of the blue. Make them know that again you are written to in the line of duty, and again you're responding to that line of duty. The computer recognizes that. Okay.
I'm going to put them right now and I'm going to straight back.
All right, I love you. No, bye.
Okay then, I'm going to call my boss.
Rich man's wealth is in the sea. Oh, destruction of the poor is our poverty. Yeah, destruction of our soul is vanity. Oh, whoa, whoa.
11 o'clock. Friday, 21st of June. Destiny. I love you, Nana Yame. Thank you for blessing me. Guys, we're going to go into the office. We're going to do some work. Love you. Chat soon. Good morning. My name is Kojo. The time is... Good evening. The time is 8:58 p.m. The date is 25th of July, 2019. The day is a Thursday. The soul that rules today is called Yao. If it's in a boy, like Jeremy Corbyn. And if it's in a boy, if it's in a girl, it's called Ya. My name is Kojo. It means I was born on a Monday. My soul's characteristics is Bajo, the calm and peaceful child. I was just on Facebook and I came across a post by the Daily Gold Cast. Yeah, they posted it 4 hours ago. Dr. Ramani is a clinical psychologist who explains to us the different aspects of narcissism, from science to explanations as to why someone is a narcissist. Before we go into listening to what she has to say about narcissism,
define someone to be an...
I want to read
what the dictionary tells you a narcissist is. And in accordance, because whoever she is, yeah, whatever she says, yeah, would be her definition of what narcissism is. But when the dictionary says it, then it is the accepted definition of what narcissism is. So this is what the accepted definition of what narcissism is. Noun, narcissist. Noun, narcissist. Talk about one person. Plural noun, narcissists, with an S. With an S. Talks about plural, two or more, several. Yeah? And then it goes in to tell you who is a narcissist. A person who has an excessive interest in or admiration of themselves. And then it gives you an example of what a narcissist would, some of the examples that a narcissist would, believe, yeah? A narcissist or narcissists, so it's talking about them in plural, many of them, but this is all of them, this is what they do. Narcissists who think the world revolves around them. Listen carefully. Who think the world revolves around them. So anyone who thinks the world revolves around them is a narcissist. But we have been made to believe the word narcissist is an evil word. Why do I say this? Because get this. If that is the case, that narcissists are people who think, or a person who thinks the world revolves around themselves, then Jesus is a narcissist. Then Muhammad is a narcissist. Then the Buddha is a narcissist. Then every beginner of any religious or anyone who said this is how it is and this is what you should follow. Yeah, your life revolves around what I have discovered and what I believe and what I say. Therefore, that person is a narcissist. Meaning, you see the word narcissist, it can refer, yeah, to good people and bad people. So now let's find out what a good doctor, yeah, says about narcissist people.
Say that's it.
Let me get you the volume a bit. You know what I mean?
I gave you, I'd expect to see all.
Okay. Let's go.
What defines someone to be a narcissist?
Let's say that 6 I gave you, I'd expect to see all 6. Really,
Got it.
to call someone narcissistic.
Why would somebody be a narcissist? What creates that?
That's a really good question. It's what we call a rubber band theory.
Have you ever met someone who has been classified as a narcissist, then be declassified as a narcissist?
We put 90% of our energy into our dysfunctional relationships and only give 10% to those good, loving people who have our backs. Flip that paradigm.
Yes.
A narcissist is, let's talk about it in terms of sort of the key kinds of pillars, if you will. It's a person who lacks empathy, who's really entitled, meaning that they expect special treatment to be given to them, but nobody else. They're very grandiose. They harbor huge fantasies. They only want to affiliate with people they think are as cool or as interesting as they are. They're very superficial. They're very concerned about their appearance, the appearance of people around them. I always think of them as beautiful facades with not a lot behind them. They don't regulate their emotions very well. They're very prone to throwing tantrums, getting angry very quickly, especially if they don't get their way. And they can be really hypersensitive to criticism. They're willing to dole it out, but they absolutely can't take it. So those are some of the key elements we see in a person who's narcissistic.
Why would somebody be a narcissist?
Let's carry on.
Little advert break.
Narcissism is really a byproduct of simultaneously overindulging and underindulging a child, which is sort of like, how do you do both? I'll tell you how you do both. You constantly give them credit for just achievements. You make sure that you have the most fabulous sort of family life. Whatever you can afford, you make it that. You focus on their appearance, you focus on their achievements, you focus on, we're going to have the best vacation, but at the same time, they underindulge that child's emotional world. They don't listen to their feelings. They aren't present with them. It's almost as though it seems at those moments they don't care. And the kid's like, hey mom, let's play a board game. I can't be bothered. But then when that kid's on the soccer field, that mom's out there number one cheering. When it's their kid with the trophy, it's snap, snap, snap. Instagram. And so this kid feels valued only really for those exterior kinds of qualities, and they don't learn to cultivate their inner world. In essence, they don't have a good mirror.
Once you're a narcissist, that's it.
Yeah, you're kind of in a club, and the difficulty is that it's what we call a rubber band theory. Okay, so if you can stretch a rubber band, and it can become quite long, start at this big, you get it this big. But if I let go, that thing's popping back. So the way the heartbreak of narcissism is that you can actually train this person to be a little bit more empathic, to not be so jerky and not be so entitled, and actually listen to other people. Here's the but. As soon as there's some stress in the system, the workday doesn't go the way they want. They didn't get the raise they hoped for. Their friend buys a bigger house than them. Their kids are behaving badly. They're just simply getting older. Like life isn't going the way they want. They blow again. The rubber band goes right back. And so narcissists don't tend to retain that growth, maybe a tiny bit, but usually not enough for anyone to notice. And I think what's hard is, I always say you can teach a narcissist to show up on time. It's really disrespectful to be late, right? So you can always train them to be on time. What you can't train them to do is listen once they get there. What you see is what you get. Okay? If you don't like this relationship today, get out. And it ain't gonna be pretty. Narcissists do not like to be left. They don't mind leaving, but they do not like to be left. If you're married, the divorce is going to be messy, sloppy, expensive. If you've got kids, custody is going to be nightmarish. I mean, you are walking into a war. Awful. Even if it's a regular kind of a breakup, if you live together, there's going to be lots of drama. Who's what and who gets to stay where. So it's going to be ugly, a breakup. Cultivate your friendships.
Right.
Focus on your healthy people.
And so many people will say, I'm with a narcissist, what can I do to fix him or her? What can I do to change him or her?
No.
Don't even try.
No.
You can change all of this, but you can't change all of yourself.
What these relationships do to people, what makes it hard to mount a good fight, is people who are in relationships with narcissists ultimately always feel like they're not enough. This has nothing to do with you. It's that they can't regulate their self-esteem. They're the ones who are insecure, and that's the bottom line.
Liar. So let me tell you, yeah, two things, yeah? Two things, watch. First, I'm going to read the girl's letter to you, Asabia's letter, yeah?
Are you coming?
She's done many things, and I told her, yeah, write down all the infractions you've done, yeah, and then apologize for all of them, so I know you recognize that each one I've spoken to you is an infraction. So this is what she wrote. Mr. And she cancelled it. But she wrote Franklin, Mr. Franklin. So Mr. cancelled Franklin, supervisor. And then she wrote the address and everything. Cool. Dear Mr. Franklin, please accept my sincere apology for leaving work without permission on Thursday, the 12th of September, 2019. I made a mistake. I know I let you and the management of this company down, which is the last thing I would ever want to do. It is my mistake for not asking for permission to go for my ECOWAS card, which is a lie. She's already asked for time and been for it, yeah? And we actually know it's a lie, yeah? So I was hoping, yeah, that her admittance was, I lied and I got caught and I'm sorry, but I'm not going to admit to the truth, but I will still do the right thing. And she carries on. And any other actions I have taken against this company to which I deserve the punishment. So she encapsulates it, yeah? To which I deserve the punishment of being suspended. I can promise that I have taken all necessary measurements to ensure that this won't happen again. Once again, I apologize. Thank you for your time and consideration. Someone wrote this letter for her dad or her mom. Why do I say that? Because she hasn't told the writer, who chose carefully, because I've got her writings here. She writes poems and I've got them here. So I know the way she formulates sentences. And the handwriting is not hers. But if she had told the person the truth, the letter would have been longer than this. She carries on. I can promise that I have taken all necessary measurements to ensure that this won't happen again. Once again, I apologize. Thank you for your time and consideration. Yours sincerely, Asabia. But watch this, Watch, She hasn't admitted to everything. So I don't, anyway, putting that aside, Putting that aside, that's Asabia, Asasiya. I'm going to teach you, the greatest, blueprint to life, But I'm also going to teach you, the greatest blueprint to war. I'm also going to teach you the greatest blueprint to anything you want to do in life and how you approach it. And how you approach it. I told you that the Hebrew accounts, turn time into a game. They are very good, at understanding. Listen, they are very good at understanding what it is they're being taught. And they are able to absorb what they are being taught because of the way their language and their whole system is formulated. They're able to absorb what they're being taught to the finest of their understanding. And the finest of anything and anyone's understanding will be at the point where you're able to turn what you've been taught into fun. If you're not able to turn what you've been taught into fun, it means, you haven't soaked it in to the point where you're comfortable with it. So, I'm going to give you, the greatest war blueprint, the greatest political blueprint. If your politics, is based on this blueprint, you who knows about it, you're a winner. Those who do not understand it, they're the losers. This is how, I'm going to show you how you create a blueprint for the pyramid system, the hierarchical system, because my people created it. So, in Hebrew Iconology T993 world, we have a hero. The hero is called Anansi. Anansi is the spider. And our greatest war blueprint, and our greatest life's lesson in everything we do, including weaving, including talking, comes from Anansi. Everything we do for victory, we go to Anansi. So I've come to Anansi, and Anansi has revealed, something for me to reveal to you. Football, football. If I was a football manager, the football pitch is not square, it's rectangular, isn't it? Cool. This is how my coaching team, because at the moment you have them sitting on one side, right? Both teams on the same side. But me, I will divide, my coaching team, because you have the keeper coaching, the keeper coach. You have the players coach. The players coach, you don't have one. You have a general one, Mourinho, the ancient wise one, Saturday born, Kwame. You have one. But he has people who support him, right? Some of them will train the forward, some of them will train the centre back, some of them will train the left wing, the right wing, the forwards, this, that. Whilst the match is going on, these people should also be positioned, in the areas where when they talk, when they see something going wrong, when they see that their method on the training field is not being carried out, that they don't have to shout because they're close. For example, the keeper coach is behind the keeper. not talking to the keeper, yeah, but maybe something has happened, yeah. The keeper caught the ball, but before that there was a mistake, yeah. He saw it coming. He said, "Yo, I've noticed, yeah, you're not sticking to this. You know that player. So remember what we said. This angle, boom. Whilst the ball's somewhere else, the left wing coach, same. You're losing formation. You're losing formation. Yeah, you're losing formation, bro. Stick to it." Or he's changed his formation. He's changed his formation. The training, remember we did 3 different splurts, yeah? Okay, he's on splurt number 2. So boom, yeah? Watch it. You understand what I'm saying? Basically, yeah, I will have, yeah, 8 points covered. Yeah? 8 points. I will and the other team should do the same. Why and where do I get this formation from? And why would it be a winner? I get it from Anansi. Yeah? Why? Because that's where my people get everything from. That's where Nanenyame told us to look at, to get everything from. Yeah? So watch. My people, yeah, turn everything into a game. So when the British, the Masons, raided us, yeah, at one stage, they found they couldn't penetrate, yeah, and they were losing, yeah, their mighty force to an enemy they couldn't see. Why? The Akans, according to British history itself, tells you that the Akans are the inventors of camouflage, the art of jungle warfare, and how, yeah, to blend in with your surroundings. Why? They built their nation, Kumasi, in the middle of the jungle, not on the outskirts of it. Why? Because they use the jungle as the wall, the fortress. Unlike the English, who will build with bricks and take all the trees down so they can see. Well, the Akans, yeah, didn't need to see far. They just needed you to be blind to their presence. It was easier. Yeah? But get this. The British used to come, yeah, in a box formation. And Anansi's people, yeah, no matter how you come, they will always think, what would Anansi do? And what would Anansi do? Anansi will always trap them from 8 sides. 8 sides. How? You see Anansi? He has 4 legs on this side. He has 4 hands on this side. He has 4 legs on this side. He has 4 hands on this side. 1 second. Yeah? He has 8 legs. So, Anansi's legs, yeah, they are autonomous. It means each leg has a part of the brain specifically dedicated to it, to turn it into a hand and a leg at the same time. But what does this mean? It means Anansi operates on 8 parts of his brain just for its limbs before it thinks about tactics and everything. Meaning Anansi's brain is divided into more than minimum 9 parts. So, my people notice that Anansi will attack, yeah, its enemy, its prey, its foe, yeah, from minimum 8 sides, yeah. But the 9th side, yeah, is the bite, yeah, the bite with a poisonous bite. But the 8 sides is to actually blind the enemy from where that bite is coming from. So it uses the legs, yeah. And the best spider for this is the spider that forms its trap within its own body. So it attaches its spider webs to its legs, yeah, and then hangs above and waits for the prey underneath, yeah, and then he will spread its legs, stretching the web, yeah, then it will gently come down, yeah, and then get this, all 8 legs are attached with the web, yeah. The web is to stop the animal from flying away, but each leg is operating separately, so the animal doesn't know, because the animal is not actually looking out for the legs. is looking out for the poisonous bite that it will receive from the spider. But it needs to know where the spider's head is. It can't. It's being attacked from 8 sides. It's concentrating on 8 sides, not 9. The spider will then attach and bite, weakening it and then killing it. Yeah? So my people, yeah, realize there, no matter how big the army is, yeah, you need to get the army in a formation where, yeah, you can access 8 sides of the enemy. Yeah? The English, they took their war formation at this time from the Romans. The Romans always came in box formations. Yeah? Box formations. Making it perfect, yeah, to position your army, yeah, where you want to position it. Yeah? When the British came in, eventually, when they found a way in, our own showed them how. Yeah? And when they came in, they stole the idea, yeah, and they made it into their flag. Yeah? Now, yeah, and I got the proof of it. It's in the British War Museum, yeah? Now watch. It is the greatest war blueprint, yeah, that you have ever seen. Watch. Take the British flag, put it on the floor, yeah? The game, yeah, I will show you. I've filmed it in action. I will show you how it works. But I'm going to tell you how the British flag, what it actually is for, and what made the British so successful, yeah, at almost conquering half the world, at almost doing better than the Romans. Because you see, the Romans, they kept defeating Africans, yeah, but in the end, yeah, Africa came and took over and came as far as Spain. Africa beat their war plan, beat it for 800 years. Yeah, Africans ruled Spain, but it wasn't like that before 800 years. They were conquered, but how? And then what made the British so strong that they were able to go back, yeah, and reverse it. They discovered how the Africans did it, and they discovered it is actually, yeah, the best way. But if you can break up that formation, yeah, you're nice. So how was it? It was simple. This is what the Akans used to do. They used to use the skirmish army you can't see. So you're going, but they need you to be here because the trap has been set over here. So you keep getting, shots coming from here and, spears coming from here. So the army's like, nah, you know what? We could be walking into a trap. Why? Because the more we go, the more their firepower grows. So you shift tactics and you go this way. But that's where the plot actually is. Now they will leave you. When you make a different decision from the one, yeah, and a good decision, they leave you. Well, a good decision to them, they leave you. You carry on in that formation. Eventually, you're going to reach a point. But without you realizing it, at this point, you're actually trapped. Yeah? How? They have positioned, yeah, a man on the ridge. Yeah, in some wars, this man was Konfuanochi. In other wars, it was someone else. But it's always someone who looks like a voodoo man. That's why they always think we're always spiritual. It's not spiritual, it's tactical. Watch. Yeah, but it is spiritual too, because we learn these things from the spiritual world. So watch. This man is wearing loads of loads of feathers, different colors. Each feather in Takra, yeah. Each feather represents, yeah. Each color represents an army, yeah. So the red army, the blue army, the green army, the this, the that. They're also represented by animals and 12 of them. Each different tribe has got 12. And their flags will also represent the animal, like the kotoko, yeah, is the porcupine, yeah. So watch this. Seeing that your army has fallen into that trap, because the army, the ones that are there, they can't see it. They're too close. But he's above and he's dancing to drums, so they're thinking that the Africans are thinking that the spirits will ward them away. They're not relying on the spirits. The spirits have taught them what to do and they're doing it. So they ignore this guy. But this guy, yeah, through his dancing and through the music and through the drumming, is changing the positions of the Akan army. Okay, the Red Army, which has the most fire, go here, because he needs them here to be at the right points. Watch. So get this. You got the British flag. Imagine here, the British Army are known as the Blue Army. So take all the red and white bits out. You've only got the blue bit. Put the blue bit together. That's the 100% of the British Army. You have them in a box formation. You have them in the trap. What they call the St. George's flag, which is the big red lines, yeah? It does belong to St. George. But he was a West African black Moor. So yes, he would have been part of the red lot. Yeah? The ones poised to cause most damage. Why? Because it's the thicker line, is it not? Yeah? You position the heaviest part of your armies, yeah? Equally divided into these 4 parts of the British Army. Yeah? And you wait for them to fall in. Yeah? And then on the say-so of the guy on the ridge who can see that they're right where you need them to be, you start firing. You're firing from 4 points. What the aim actually is to create a danger zone, yeah? Because you're trying to divide them to conquer them. The smaller your enemy is, the easier it is to conquer them. Especially when you have a tactic that tells you that you don't face a big army with a big army, you face a big army with tactics, with Anansi sense of soul. Yeah? Anansi sense is soul. So watch. They start firing, yeah? People shift here or there. Why? Because they can see there's a danger spot. But they've been corralled in such a way that they're firing in all directions. Yeah? Because they can't stand up and actually fire in the direction the firepower is actually emanating from. Yeah? But where they're firing freely too, yeah, they're wasting bullets. And then, at this point, they will start, because they can't stay there, they will start to make plans to run either this way or that way. But they can't go into the red bit so far. Yeah, the St. George's Cross. They can't go into that bit. Yeah? When they start running, you've now got 25% quarters, right? And they will run in 25% quarter ways. Anyway, that's creating problems for yourself. This is where you bring in the smaller cross-section lines. Yeah? They start firing in that line, those lines, making 8 points of the British flag. You've created 8 danger zones, but 4, yeah, are 25% divisions. The other 4 are for 10 and 15% divisions. Yeah? And then you use this cross-section firepower to keep their escape route measured. They'll run into the jungles in a measured way. But get this, you have your skirmish army, yeah, your master craftsmen, yeah, your throat cutters, yeah, dressed as trees, dressed as mudmen, and they will take them out one by one in their own time. It could take 6 months, but there's no rush, because once the British army come off the trail and hit the jungles, they're stuck, they're lost. And you don't rush when your enemy doesn't even know where he's going. Yeah? The Akan War blueprint. Get this, that's war. And I've shown you how it works in football. When the British seized it, they were so offended, yeah, by how clever Anansi is, that they made their flag, they painted it black, and then they put a skull on it, because whether you're black or whether you're white, you see the white skull, where all our skulls are white, but by putting the black there, the black behind it, because there's only one human being whose white bones are covered by a black material. The same black man that frustrated them. And they said, you see you, yeah? You see you. You're going to see. Pirates were created. Pirates initially started the slave trade, yeah, for the English people. Yeah? Clubs like the Masons and the Knights Templars, they were pirates. They liked gold. Hence why they wanted to enter the Akan kingdom. Yeah? Eventually, when one of our own or some of our own betrayed us, yeah, they entered. They burnt everything down. Yeah? And they found the proof of the war tactic that they had heard about. They couldn't believe it. It was Anansi. It was the spider spread over them whilst they were walking, and then he sprang on top of them. And they realized, we need to get in the air. It's the only way we can defeat these people. That's when, yeah, they made sure, yeah. That's why the West makes sure the Africans do not grow technologically advanced. Do you know why? Because the African, yeah, has the mind, yeah, that if given his or her freedom, it took the Chinese 50 years. I'm telling you, yeah, because we've got the resources, we've got the materials, and if they won't give us, yeah, the things we need, yeah, to use those to produce the material, we will just stop them from taking our materials in the first place. And we can't do it, and they can't do it, and the world comes to a standstill. But I'm telling you, yeah, I know, yeah, how we can achieve what the Chinese have achieved and double that, yeah, in less than 10 years. How? We change time. How? We seek knowledge. How? We get an understanding for what knowledge really is. Then we understand, yeah, that we can regress money, yeah, and make life, yeah, number one, and still, yeah, build skyscrapers. Because it's not money that builds skyscrapers, it's materials. You can buy materials, yeah, with the knowledge you give me. If we were used to dealing with each other like this, Bajo, peace will come. I want you to remember, I'm not religious. Hebrew iconology is not religious. Hebrew iconology is a way of life. But we are in the Bible. Exodus 28:17. 3x4 grid that represents the tribes of Judah. Gems, 12 gems, colorful gems. My people, we got a cloth called the kente. Anansi showed us how to make it. Yeah? But he showed us how to add color, and the colors speak. So I can speak in colors to you. I can speak in numbers. I'll show you. Not now. We've gone over 2 hours, too long. Yeah? And alphas. And Idinkra, which is hieroglyphics. And I will show you there's a formula. Yeah? A calculatable mathematical formula that you find in experience in life that will give you an actual result that gives you productivity.
Required from us a song. Hope can we sing Rastafari, Sayonara. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the murderers and the rapists them burn out clean. Oh, when them burn the Bibles like a piece of lumber. Oh, when the flat and bad man burn out clean. Oh, I'm gonna sing, sing, sing. And I used to shout, shout, shout. I'm gonna sing, come here, cash out. Praise the Lord. Cause when they go up, you get them high. You know, send a good man out them inside. And I'm gonna sing, I'm gonna shout. No terrorists. If I and I have the wings of a dove, if I have the wings of a dove, I would fly, fly away, fly away. Rock, oh Zion children, rock, Jamaican children and drop, drop is coming to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, trying to cool with thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Into my heart, into my heart, follow me to my heart, oh Jah. Christ so real to me, I praise Him 'cause He gave me the victory. Many people doubt Him, but I cannot do it without Him. That is why we praise Him so, just so real to me. Hallelujah, hallelujah, praise the Lord. Hallelujah, hallelujah, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, praise the Lord. Jamaica, praise across the bridge. Across the bridge, there'll be no rain. The sun will shine across the river, and we'll never be unhappy again. When I get there, when we I sing you.
I'm telling you, there was a stage, in my life, where I was writing, I was writing the book. I haven't always recorded. I wrote for 4 years. And there was one time, I had a vision, and in my vision, I was, I found myself, sat there, and all these people, were staring at me in the face. They were coming to me and staring at me in the face and smiling and happy. And then as I looked carefully, I realized, hold on, Charles Dickens is here. Why? I live in Portsmouth. And you see Charles Dickens, he was born in Portsmouth. And there's the area where he lived, where he was born, I used to go there. Just for that reason, I loved it. Cobbled Road, beautiful. I used to just go there, just to walk, to feel. And I wasn't a writer then, I was just, I don't know, I had a feeling, a certain affinity in it. And I realized it's him. I said, wow. Then I looked carefully and I realized, hold on. There's Shakespeare. Listen. And what you call it? Alexander Dumas. And listen, loads of them, ones I didn't recognize. Some of them were wearing togas. Some of them were wearing my ancestors' clothing. Some of them were wearing Egyptian clothing. Yeah. I believe one was Khufu. Yeah. Listen, his clothing, I've seen statues of him. Listen, there were loads of them. There was a group of them. Mad amounts of them. And Shakespeare, yeah, he looked at me, yeah. He smiled. And he said, Charles, I'll have this one. Yeah. And because the way I smiled when I looked at Charles Dickens, yeah, told Charles, yeah, that I'm his, you get me? Because I've walked in his shoes, innit? He felt all that, yeah? But when Dickens looked at me, yeah, when Shakespeare looked at me, yeah, he saw something. And he said, I have to have him because his name has to be Shakespeare. And Dickens went, you're right. His name is Shakespeare. He's mine, yeah, deep inside. But he's yours, yeah. He's going to wear you because, yeah, you're right. He's going to stake them, yeah. He's going to put the stake right where they stopped us from putting the stake. He's going to put the stake, yeah, where they made us edit our true feelings about the king. He's going to put the stake where they made us edit our true feelings about their political wranglings and how politics is not for the people, that is for the few. This kid, yeah, has been given all the tools and this kid is using them. This is Shakespeare. And even my ancestors, when they got to me, they went, Shakespeare you are, Kojo. Shakespeare you are. Is a name that's befitting. Kojo Ajiman, Shakespeare. Then I woke up. Listen, I woke up. Next day I went to the shop. Listen carefully to me. I've got all this recorded. I woke up, I recorded everything, and get this, next day I went to the shop to buy something. I bought something and I gave the woman, I think a £5 note or whatever I gave her, and she had to give me change. She gave me change, and one of the change, yeah, was a £2 coin. When I turned it, yeah, it was a crown with, yeah, a sword inside the crown, yeah, and the name Shakespeare written on the top of the crown, and it stood upright. When I turned it, the queen's head was upside down. I got the coin at home. My name is Kojo. In Hebrew, I can only T993. It means I'm a Monday born. In some circles, Egyptology and Freemasonry, I'm known as Amon-Ra. In the right circles, I'm simply known as Kojo Bajo, the calm and peaceful child, the calm and peaceful seed. Amon-Kra, Amon-Soul. Kora, that's how we call the soul. Kra. Kra is two words put into one to describe the soul. When you separate it, it becomes a sentence. The sentence is, Kun means fight or war or fighter or warrior. Ra is the word for soul, just like Egyptology and Freemasonry. Because we are the original. Yeah? We just don't represent it. Because if you're given a system called Entong, don't sell. And if you display it loud, then the person who wants to buy it, yeah, if they can't buy it, they will steal it. Our cousins, they made that mistake. They displayed it. So it was taken. We didn't display it, so we still have it. 12. Yeah? In this belief, we believe there are 7 human beings divided into 14, male and female, 7 males, 7 females. The soul that inhabits each. If you connect, yeah? So let me speak to all of you. Yeah? I'm going to tell you, I'm going to call all of you by name. Yeah, I'm going to speak to the world. And I'm going to call all of you by name. And then, yeah, I'm going to tell you something about yourself. If I'm wrong, it's not that I'm wrong, it's that you are not connected. Yeah? Okay. We start on the right day. On the day of owners. You see the word owners? Yeah? It tells you that what I'm telling you is right. O-L-S-U-N. Sorry. O-L, yeah, N-U-S. Owners. Turn it the other way around. It's a tick of the phonetic system. You're going to get the word sunlow. The onus is on you to discover what I'm about to teach you. Because once you discover it, then you can challenge them in court. Yeah? So the word onus is a secret. Yeah? What I'm about to teach you is in Freemasonry, the day is Sunday, the first day. In Iconology, Sunday. In Egyptology, Sunday. It's the order of nature. But in English alone is Monday. Why? Because Monday is Amon-Ra. Yeah? And they're giving credit to their God. So let me prove it to you. By going with the 3 that are right. Watch. On Sunday, if you're born on Sunday, the first day, the boy, Kwesi, the girl, Akosia, I'm talking to you. You are born leaders, born guides, and born protectors. Why? The sun came first. You came first. Yeah? The sun supports life. Yeah? The sun, without the sun, there is no life. Claim your spot back and put the order of nature back into its place. Yeah? That's why you are the born leader, so lead. You're the born guide, so guide. You're the born protector, so protect. Take your day back. Yeah? Okay. 2. Monday. Amon's Day. Kojo and Adowa. Yeah? So characteristics. Calm and peaceful children. Bajo. Tuesday. Kwabena and Abena. Warrior. Fierce and compassionate. Wednesday. Kweku and Equia. Advocates and controlling. Thursday. Dappy and Jeremy Corbyn. Yao and Ya or Ya or Ya Asantewa. You see the girl? Yeah? Asabia. Yeah, the naughty one. This is why I like her. Yeah? It's in her soul characteristics to be naughty. And you see how she's being confrontational even when she's wrong. It's in her soul's characteristics. Confrontational and aggressive. Yeah? Yeah? She's not connected properly. Otherwise, she will know how to control it. Because you use it when you're in the right. And you use it. You become confrontational aggressive when you're in the right. Not when you're in the wrong. It just makes you look stupid. Yeah? And soon you'll lose your job. Friday, President Trump and my daughter, my youngest daughter, Olivia Ifia, see her name, Olivia Ifia, yeah? The boy, Kofi or Kufu, And the girl, Efia or Efua. Adventurous, President Trump, Efia. Creative, President Trump, Efia. Innovative, President Trump, Efia. Saturday, my son, Kwame and Mourinho. Yeah? Kwame for the boy, Ama for the girl. Kwame for the boy, Ama for the girl. The ancient wise one, the final day of the week where the Creator sat and tied wisdom at the pot for humanity. You see, if Sunday becomes, the final day rather than the first day, it means life was created. It means everything was created dead, and then the sun was introduced and life begun. But it couldn't have. The light has to have been here to support everything. So Sunday is first. That's nature's way. So when they changed it, why did they do this? They did this because if the sun is first, it means then there is a God beyond the sun. Therefore, human beings can't be what? Gods. But if you want to create a human God, then you have to put that human being, above the sun. So if you have to put that human being above the sun, it means you have to demote the sun. So they demoted the sun to the last day and promoted their God, the Monday soul, Amon Ra, Amon Kra. Ah is A. So a boy. Hebrew Akanari, we say a boy. So Amon is Amon. Amon, because the word day is not significant. There are 7 days, and each one is called day. Forget that. We're left with Mon, and Sun, and Choose, and Wednesday, and Thursday, and Saturday, and Friday. Yeah? So, Amon, a Monday soul, Amon Kra. They promoted the Monday soul, the second born, to first, and promoted the sun low, and said the onus is on us to discover this truth and then change it and put the right order back. The time has come. We're bringing back the order of chaos. I will explain that to you another day. I love you. Good morning. And I need to go and get ready. You see that girl, as I say, yeah? I love her. Do you know why? Every time, she comes close to me, and even though she's being naughty, it ends up in a good lesson. I'm glad I read a letter to you, even though I was fully aware that it's private, it's work relationship, it shouldn't be. I shouldn't have read it to the world. But proving a point, as I say, Ujami wa me lonely. Dome, na me way. Me sweetie dome na me way. Oh. The phonetic way of learning is amazing. Let's go. I love you. Good morning. I need to go and get a shower. We'll talk soon. Oh, hold on. The time is 12:11. That actually adds up to 23. Today is the 23rd. Armand's Day. Why do you think most bank holidays are Monday? Armand's Day, the 23rd. The time is 12311, which is 23 on the 23rd when you add it all up. 12 plus 11. So get this. And now it's 12:12. We spoke about 24 hours of the day. Where you have 24 hours on your side, I have 24 hours on my side. 12:12 is 24. I love you. The time is 3 hours and 6. Long, but I love you.